Hey, it's David Baer, and in this video, we're going to look at how to build out a landing page for a business. The type of business that we're going to use as our example is pretty specific. It's a language learning app, but take the principles of what I'm about to show you here, and you can really apply it to just about any type of business. So for the purposes of this conversation today, let's look at the website for Duolingo, one of the big popular language learning apps out there on the market today. And I recently had a conversation with somebody who's interested in trying to challenge Duolingo by creating a similar app with other bells and whistles that this one they believe doesn't have. And they were asking me about how to properly and effectively position it. And we got to the idea of building a list, building a landing page, etc. So I'm going to drop into ChatGPT now, and let's put in sort of a general template for a prompt that's going to get us a landing page outline, or the material, the content of that landing page. So here's what we got. Assume the persona of an expert digital marketer with a specialty in crafting high-converting landing pages. And that high-converting part is important because we don't want it to simply be informative. We want it to be selling for us. Compose a detailed landing page copy for and then we want to put the product or service in, emphasizing feature and how it solves a particular problem for a specific audience in a specific industry. So for the purposes of this, I actually have, I'm going to grab this over here so I'm not retyping the whole thing, but in this case, for our virtual language learning app, and let's make a name for it. So we'll call it, just so we actually have some useful content in here, called, let's call it Triolingo. I'm not sure that that's exactly correct, but okay. Emphasizing the interactive lessons and, let's see, personalized AI tutor, how it solves language learning difficulties for our globe-trotting professionals in the e-learning industry. Okay, and let's go ahead and see what that generates for us. Now, I didn't give it any specific instructions in terms of like what the page structure should be like, because I told it that it was going to be an expert digital marketer with a specialty in crafting high converting landing pages. It already should know what the best practices are in that space. And you notice here how it's structuring the output. I'm just seeing this for the first time. A big question. So first of all, it says introducing Triolingo, your AI-powered language learning assistant, the ultimate language learning solution for globe-trotting professionals. So it's super clear about who it's for. Are you ready to break language barriers? Welcome to Triolingo, where we make language learning effortless and enjoyable for professionals like you. So it's speaking directly to a single individual. That is best practices for direct response copywriting. Whether you're a seasoned business traveler or an eager explorer, our revolutionary virtual language learning app is designed to help you master any language quick and efficiently. And then it talks about learning smarter, not harder, interactive lessons for engaged learning or engaging learning, and then why this product. So it gives some examples of reasons why. Then there's a call to action: join the revolution in language learning. Don't let language barriers hold you back. Join the thousands of globe-trotting professionals who have already unlocked new opportunities with Triolingo. Ready to get started, and then there's a button to click for, and then it assumes a free trial, simply because it wasn't given specific information. It's going with its knowledge of what might be best practices here. Now, I wanted you to look at this in comparison to the Duolingo website, which, by the way, notice it didn't mention the specific languages or how many languages in the example that we gave. Here it talks about free, fun, effective, backed by science, stay motivated, personalized learning. This one we did sort of cover. Anywhere, anytime. That really wasn't covered in here either, although it may have actually a little bit here. I kind of skipped over this section. The point is that with certain guidance, we can refine this. And now I started this in this sort of the standard ChatGPT setup for GPT-4, but I'm going to actually go back here. We'll start another chat. And in this case, I'm going to go to plugins and I'm going to grab, let's see if this one is working. It wasn't working for me earlier today. This Mindful Data AI is actually something that let's make sure that we use something I know will work. So let's go to WebPilot. WebPilot can read specific pages. So I'm putting that same exact prompt in. And then what I want to do is tell it to contrast. Did I include the? Yes, Triolingo and its offerings with those of, let's spell those correctly, those of Duolingo. Find details on their website and then we'll drop the web address. So it can now, because I have set this plugin, read that website. Spell out why the visitor should choose Triolingo instead of Duolingo. All right. Now, we've sort of built on this first one by having this additional comparison. It's now going to Duolingo and reading the page and gathering information, and then it's going to start composing once it has the additional context for building out a landing page. Okay, so now it's gone ahead and used it, and it said, here's a detailed landing page copy for Triolingo. Welcome to Triolingo, your personalized AI language tutor. And then it sort of is doing the same thing, positioning it. Now, why choose Triolingo? I'm looking to see if it mentions the competition here. Oh, it started here finally, why Triolingo is better than Duolingo. It says, while Duolingo offers a fun and effective way to learn a language with quick bite-sized lessons, by the way, do you remember we saw that back here, right? That actually was language directly from their page, right? Game-like features and personalized learning, Triolingo takes it a step further, and then it explains in detail what that step further looks like, and then it has the nice means of contrasting it. So now it's already looked at the Duolingo site. What additional things is the Duolingo page missing that language learners might want? Okay, so I'm adding this because I want to know, like, is there other stuff that I might want to highlight in this offer? Okay, so one of the things it says is live tutoring or cultural context or advanced learning tools, and it's giving additional information. Now, this is either good for me if I'm the competing product developer to say, oh, that's something else we should include in our offer or our app because they don't have it. Or if I already have it, it's something else I might want to highlight because people are interested in it. So there's a bunch of different sort of things that we can contribute to the original prompt, which was simply to build the landing page. Now I've taken an example of a competing app, and saying contrast against that competing app, and then I'm asking for additional information about the things that are missing from that page. Now, I can take this one step further by looking for reviews of Duolingo and see where people have stuff to say about it. Now, what I'd really like is to find, actually, let's see if I can find it on Reddit. Oops, I misspelled Reddit, of course. So here's a good example. Now, I don't know what the content is here, but it's a popular response where lots of people have had things to say. What is the general... Oh, actually, why don't I say detail the complaints about Duolingo found at, and then I have the web address. And let's go ahead and find out what people have to say here in the response that I might be able to then utilize in my landing page. So it's now Reddit, it's Reddit, excuse me, but it's read Reddit, and it's giving some additional information. So I'm now going to take this information, and the original response, and I'm going to ask it to go back and rewrite this based on, okay, so I'm going to say based on the missing, what was the word that I used here? Features? Yeah. Missing features that you listed and the comments on Reddit, please revise the original landing page copy to include these additional details. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and grab that. And this is how we build upon the original prompt to start with something that's basic, find some information about a competitor, start contrasting, and then doing a little bit of deeper research, finding more material, and ultimately building out a more thorough landing page as a result. Once again, my name is David Baer with AI Coterie. If I can be of any assistance in helping you deploy AI in your business, please don't hesitate to reach out.